Hello everyone, welcome to the Put Code Genie. This is Juan Sarmiento, and this is a new episode in the series, The Trading Platform. Today, I'm going to tell you about the watch list column. In this series, I'm going to discuss the functionalities of the Thinkorswim platform. I'm going to be starting with the watch list column here on the left side of the platform. However, be clear that this is not an exhaustive review. I am merely going through those features that I use the most and that you would find useful right away. Exploring the Thinkorswim platform is worthwhile doing, and you will find many useful features. Be sure to consult with the Thinkorswim people and ask them many questions. I am sure that they will be able to answer all your questions and let you see more of the functionality of the platform. Let's get started here with the watch list. You can easily enlarge or reduce the watch list and include more features as you go along. The first thing I want to show you is that you can simply click on any of the stock symbols in the list, and that will trigger a change in any of the other tabs. Let's say, for example, on charts. You can just click on CRM and then we get a chart of CRM. If you want to see the Analyze tab on HCA, simply go to the Analyze tab and click on HCA, and then you would see what you have there, either simulated trades or the actual positions you may have there. How is that done? Simply create a link by clicking here and selecting a color. This color must be consistent throughout the platform. You can see here that in the Analyze tab, I also selected that yellow link. You can do that in the chart, in the Analyze tab, or in the Trading tab. And if you go to the Monitor tab and back to the account statement, you can also see what your HCA trades look like. And you can go back into the past, say 100 days, and you'll see all the trades that you have entered on that particular stock. So be sure to select the yellow link in order to make that contact. Going back to the watch list, you can see that if you select here, the first feature is current account. That shows you the account I'm trading and those stocks that I'm currently owning or have a position on. But you can also select all accounts, and that will show you also a trade here that I have on a separate account. Right now I'm going to focus on the current account. But you can also include your own personal lists. Let's just create a watch list. To create a new watch list, you simply go over here and click on this little triangle and say create watch list. And here you can name it whatever you will, my favorites. And here you can create a list of your favorite stocks. You can put as many as you wish, and once you save it, looks like I already have one called my favorites, so I'm going to create one called my stocks. Yeah, that worked. Now, again, all I need to do is click here, and this is an elegant way to see charts of a variety of stocks you might want to look at very quickly. In fact, by just clicking on the top, you can down arrow and go through a whole list very quickly. If it's a long list, you can imagine. In addition to this watch list, there is also an auto watch list, a variety of auto watch lists that you could create. Let's take, for example, spikers. I created this spikers watch list by creating a scan. Let's go to the scan tab, and here it is. I can just load it here. Load personal spikers, and I can scan from here, or it would automatically show here if I have saved that scan. These are a list of stocks that have the last price. The last traded price was $15. The volume for today was a minimum of a million, and the percent change was 10%. And I got 3 stocks for that. Let's say I want to reduce this to 7%, so they get a larger list. I can just scan and I get a few more. I'm going to save this scan and give it a new name, Spiker 7%. Save that. And guess what? It's going to be here, listed here in my personal lists, 7%. And bingo, there it is. All stocks that today made 7% or more. Next, you may want to modify one or more of the headings of your watch list column. I have, as a matter of fact, 1, 2, and 3 that are of my own interest and different from the default. How do you change those? Well, you can simply click here and customize, and you would have a list of different scripts that you can assign to have displayed. How do you create them? You can actually have a variety of them. Let's say custom, and create your own, or you can have some that are already created by you, or some that are default. For example, size, bid and ask is a default one. Ask here with lower caps is actually created by myself. Let's take a look at how to create those. And I would emphasize these 3 different headings that are of my preference. To design them, go to the Market Watch. And here you can see how I have them listed here. Right click on the list and say customize, and here they will appear again. Let's take a look at the ask. I double click there, and then it shows up, and you can see it is equal to the ask minus the close. And this is particularly useful for after hours, so that you get a sense of where the stock is. The ask is usually higher than the close, naturally, even if it is at the same price, because you would have a higher ask and a lower bid always. All right, and then the close is where there actually occur a trade. Let's look at the bid, and I'm gonna double click, and here it is the bid minus the close. So if the bid is trading higher, you subtract the close, and the difference will be positive. So if the bid is positive, the stock has been going up. If the ask is negative, the stock has been going down. And that gives me a good idea of the movement of the stock after hours. By the way, mark change is a built-in script, and it serves me to see if there is any change compared to the percent change after the close. Now let's take a look. I'm going to close that, and let's take a look here under the mark watch, and I am going to select here the lovers and losers post-market, and you can't really say much from just taking a look at it unless you look at the bid and the ask and the mark percent change. Here it is. BBBY reported earnings after the close, and look at this. The bid is $1.93 higher than the close. Oh, so that it means it's trading higher. You can see that the stock did go up before the market closed or during the trading hours, but after that is even higher. That's why we have this mark percent change. It tells you actually what is happening after hours, not just during the market hours. And this tells you what is the difference really. Here in percent, you might not know what the percent is, so this is a quick way of knowing how much the stock is actually doing in dollars. UNP is also going higher because the bid is higher. See that? What if I want to see stocks that went down? Well, how about the ask? Click on the ask to make sure that it shows you the ones with a negative ask. Those are the ones that have declined. And here is WDFC is actually gone down significantly. Of course, the bid will always be negative, but the ask being negative, it is significant. That means the stock has been going down after hours. Note that mark percent change is actually lower than the percent change during the market hours. So that means the stock is going down. Very good. So this is how you can add your own scripts. I customize my list here. I can remove the ask and the bid. I have net change. I can have percent change added to it as well, not just the mark change. But I suggest you keep the mark change because that will work after hours just as well as the percent change would. Okay, so let's remove that. And you can see that I have others here that are of my preference. So be sure to use it, experiment with that, and see if it gives you some advantage. Okay, so that is the use of the watch list column. Thank you very much.